Yeah.
So I meant to talk about this earlier because Stranger Things was supposed to be the last thing we talked about, but for some reason I skipped over. It was supposed to go after the Star Wars stuff, but the Obi-Wan Kenobi episode 6 predictions, expectations. Monty, I want to hear from you because I know you fucking hate this show.
I do.
Is there
man.
any redemption? Is there anything that they can do in episode 6 to redeem this show for you?
I will say a couple good things. One, it is awesome to see Hayden Christensen acting as these characters again.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking love that guy, and I don't think he deserved the hate that he got at all. That all being said, Darth Vader is carrying the fucking show because Ewan McGregor is a great actor, but he can only do so much with what he's given.
Yeah.
And he's being given shit right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that says a lot because look back on like any of the other Star Wars movies in the prequel trilogy outside of Revenge of the Sith. The dialogue is hilarious. It's almost all of it could be a meme. And then you look at this show, and we were promised, a character study on this character that we all really love, especially Star Wars fans love Ewan McGregor. We love Obi-Wan Kenobi. We love what he's done with it. And instead, we've gotten like a cutesy little 20, 30-minute spin show of a shit ton of other no-name characters that we could give a fuck about.
And Leia
being a little shit that can somehow parkour everywhere and just never get fucking caught by any of these grown fucking adult. I know it's shitty to say, all right, but I just want somebody to shoot the little bitch because she keeps getting away. It's so hard. There was a whole Order 66 where a shit ton of kids died. You're telling me you can't throw some fucking lassos around this little shit?
Well, she does have
stun. Fuck
she does have force powers. The force is with her.
Yeah, so they fucking say now.
Before she Mary Poppins,
Yeah, before she just fucking Mary Poppins her way into the ship. God damn it, I hate you, Ryan Johnson, so much. Honestly, if there
is there any hope?
Fuck, I don't know, man. The last episode 5, was decent. And that sucks. That is probably the best episode that they've had so far. That's how shitty the rest of them have been.
Yeah.
And
well, I don't think they've all been shit. There's been you got to remember there's only been 5. So if
that's what I mean.
Shitty, that's bad odds.
If you only have 5 episodes and you are like, fuck, 20% of them are good. Like 2 episodes are good out of the 5. That sucks. That's so bad for a show. If you have 6 episodes and you only get 30 minutes each, they got to be fucking good. And that's what I mean, is that they haven't been. Some of them have just been outright just kind of stupid.
Yeah, this show could have been wonderful. And you and I talked about this last week. We don't need to retread everything that we said last week, but
and it's not even about expectations, subverting expectations, fucking Ryan Johnson. No, it's just telling a good story, a memorable story. This has so many weird holes in it that just don't make any damn sense. Like this whole time, Luke's just fucking abandoned on Tatooine. Nobody gives a shit about him right now. Which is kind of shitty right now. I just want to point that out, that like at any moment right now, there'll be a burnt carcass out in front of his fucking of his house. It's like, now this is pod racing, and that's what we're gonna come back at season 6 to find, or episode 6.
Well, they did tease about Luke Skywalker showing up in this last episode.
Honestly, the one thing a lot of fans have been waiting for is just a rematch between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader, right?
You got that.
Kinda, if you want to call it
his ass kicked.
That first, so this whole time we're having him, he has his lightsaber and he hasn't lit it yet. He's like refusing to light it. He feels ashamed about it almost. And they're putting all this around there, and then just out of nowhere when he's like running away from Darth Vader, which is the weirdest time to do it, he lights his lightsaber up and just gives away his position to everybody. But it's like
Over
not a
here!
big deal at all.
Yeah.
And it's, let me put it this way, all right? When fucking Rey lit her lightsaber, it had more feeling behind it than when Obi-Wan Kenobi reluctantly uses his lightsaber again. And that's kind of what and also, you know, they show him blasting fucking people like it's going out of style, which is weird.
Well,
he did it once in Revenge of the Sith. He did it fucking once. He doesn't use blasters. He just doesn't. And that's what I mean is that they, you know, Disney just hates their characters.
Jimbo says, I try not to hate on it too much since that's what made the kid who played young Anakin lose his mind, but I agree with Monty on everything. Well, to be fair, Jimbo, Monty's not hating on any of the actors. He's hating on the creative decisions, which is a little bit more freedom. You're not attacking a person.
No, I think the actors are all doing a pretty decent job.
Yeah.
Especially being whatever they're given right now. I think that the writing is just not good.
Well, what do you think is going to happen in episode 6? What let me see if I can.
I'm hoping for some kind of a showdown, and then, you know, Darth Vader thinks that Obi-Wan's dead.
Do you think
it has to be like that? Because if he thinks he's still alive, he's never going to stop hunting him.
Right. So do you think he's going to find out Anakin, or God damn it, Luke Skywalker is his?
No, he can't. I mean, because if he does, then again, you know, he would never stop. We don't even see that he knows that until, well, you know,
maybe I see that this is not an original thought. This is a theory I heard earlier today, and it was somebody saying that would it be an interesting character arc of Darth Vader to find out that Luke Skywalker is alive?
Yeah, it's called The Empire Strikes Back.
Wait, and decides to hide that from the Emperor, and like it's his secret. He that little bit of Anakin that little bit of Anakin that's still in him.
That kind of was in The Empire Strikes Back, though, where he's like, "Join me, and we can destroy the Emperor and rule the galaxy as father and son." He says that to him.
Right. I get that. Like the theory that I heard, I thought was a little intriguing. And again, it's a matter of if they do it right, if they pull it off correctly. But, you know, to have Anakin, God, I keep calling Luke Anakin. The fact,
Anakin.
But yeah. to have Darth Vader find out that Luke is alive, completely take canon and just throw it in the trash. And
fuck it.
But if you do that, and you're creative enough to make it actually somehow narratively fit into the story of the future Star Wars films, like, you know, like you do see some humanity in Darth Vader for a second, you know, like he's like, no, I'll deal with him when he's a man, or something like that, or and the one other person that knows about him, you know, he kills them.
That would be cool.
Then you find out that like he's carried this secret for years, and he's been waiting for Luke to show back up. You know,
I kind of like that, but I'll be honest. I like Vader being the bad guy that he's supposed to be. I like people fucking being terrified of him when he comes to a village.
That's why we need a Vader solo movie, like where he's just kicking ass and taking names. That's why we need that.
There was a really great comic that was written, you know, before the dark times, before Disney owned them, and it's literally about that, where Vader is basically sent on a suicide mission by Palpatine because Palpatine thinks that he's growing too weak. So he sends Vader on basically the suicide mission, and Vader's surrounded by like a group of rebels, and he fucking kills them all, and he sends bounty hunters against them. Him and Boba Fett get into a fucking fight that almost kills both of them. Like, it's good shit. It's a good little story. And again, I'm not saying, you know, make that into a movie. I'm just saying you have
inspired.
Yeah, you have these great source materials that they just don't want to use. And even then, let's just get rid of that whole thing for a second, right? A New Hope trilogy and all that stuff. There is Star Wars: The Old Republic, right? There is an amazing group of CG videos and little trailers made on YouTube right now for free that anyone could watch, and it's literally Star Wars: The Old Republic movies, and they're all made by just a couple video game companies, and those guys understand how to tell a story with little to no dialogue somehow better than a massive multi-billion-dollar company with a shit ton of budget in 30 minutes. And that's what bothers me.
And 10 years to write this story.
Yes.
Like this Obi-Wan story.
That's what I mean. I could go watch one of these videos right now. It's like a 6-minute video, and you'll get everything that you need from it. You'll get a young girl experimenting with the Force, and her mother is trying to keep her away from that because otherwise the Empire is going to take her and use her for evil. And eventually she does what kids do, and they say no to their parents, and they keep doing the shit. She gets taken. All this is done without dialogue, and it's beautiful.
Well, you see, Monty, you just brought up a great something they could have added to this show. They could have, because the big thing about Leia is like, okay, why does she never use her Force powers until she's
fucking
the Last
30.
Jedi? Until the Last Jedi, well, that we know of anyway. You just brought up a great point. That's something they could have added to this story with Obi-Wan, and since you're gonna have Princess Leia, doing buddy cop,
show some fucking repression in there. Show her
show her like, my mom says I shouldn't use this, and like have Obi-Wan go like, no, you got to keep that a secret, like, and like. Yeah. And throw that in there, like, oh, that's why we never saw it. Okay,
already that's better writing and a better story than just the little shit who just happens to be right and perfect and correct all the time. That's what I hate. Is none of these characters are fucking flawed. They're always saints and they're always perfect.
Jimbo says, "Dead youngling boy Force Ghost. Why couldn't he wait to kill me until I was a man?"
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe Anakin just got too much kid killing in him. Come on, younglings, line up in order of cuteness, please.
He sees, then he
Master
sees
Skywalker.
Then he sees Luke, and he's like, "I think I've killed enough kids. I'm gonna let this one stay."
Ooh, he's on a lot of sand right now. I don't want to go there.
I don't like sand.
That's
cool.
my
and it gets
last
everywhere.
Point. That's my last fucking point for Star Wars movies. If they show us another goddamn desert planet, dude, I'm just gonna go eat fucking sand. Like they never stop. How many fucking deserts? How many just desolate, destroyed planets are there in the fucking universe? No wonder they're all at war with each other. They're fucking miserable.
Well, that's the one thing about Star Wars. It's always been a problem, and it's what George Lucas set up, and I know they're all trying to do that in the same light, but can we just have a planet that also has seasons? It's not just one of our seasons is the whole planet. It's okay for planets to have different.
Just imagine the wildlife, how fucking boring it must be there.
Right.
What's the temperature outside? It's 150 because it's fucking Tatooine and we have 2 suns. There are 2 suns and no women.
What do you think about Qui-Gon Jinn coming back as a ghost? Do you think that's a possibility for this episode?
I hope he comes back.
Liam Neeson back?
And he's like partying and he doesn't even know. He's like with the other Force ghosts, and he's like, "Man, I'm so happy I got Order 66 to happen. I was so lonely." Oh, Obi-Wan, didn't see you there.
Boy, you really dropped the ball there, huh? Where the hell is everybody? No more Jedis? They're chasing them?
You wouldn't believe the plot that led up to this.
Oh, man.
I hope
All
it's
right.
like Kung Pao.
All right. Well, dude, I'll be honest with you. I'm ready for this show to be done. Like, once it's over, I'll be like, okay, I don't have to feel like I need to watch it because it became a genuine curiosity and went to a morbid curiosity of like, what the fuck are they going to do?
Yeah, it's like, what else can they do?
Oh, no. Okay. Darth Vader can stop that ship with the Force. but he can't stop the ship right behind it. Oh, got it. And nobody can chase them into outer space, apparently.
Yeah, that bothered the shit out of me too. It was like, you're in fucking space. Like you have a Star Destroyer up there. Shoot them. Fuck that.
Yeah, and
it's like that. All right. So I call it the Ewok mentality, right? When these little fucking teddy bears show up in Vietnam, all the fucking the Empire in the middle of the damn the redwoods. All right, it's like this cutesy little shit that just happens to let the good guys win. No, fuck that. Let's show them killing prisoners. Let's see some fucking war crimes. This is a war. I am tired of this shit. That's why I liked Rogue One so much. It blurred the lines and like showed that the rebels can kind of be, actually fucking rebels and doing some shady shit.
Jimbo says, I watched Kenobi and then I have The Boys season 4 as a nice palate cleanser 2 days later. So yeah, The Boys.
It's bad when you need a chaser for your show.
Dude, The Boys is, oh man. Have you been watching that at all, Monty?
No, I have to watch the new season.
Oh,
I'm super excited too. Sorry, me and my fiance, we've been watching Mrs. Maisel.
I think it was episode 1. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you what it was. Episode 1, within the first 10 minutes, you'll have all array of emotions. All array of emotions, man. Shock. I warned Seth not to watch that with his mom, that first episode.
Oh shit.
It's something. My God. Anyway,
good to know.
Yeah, The Boys is kicking ass, dude. That's what I should be talking about, is The Boys. There's another show I just discovered on Amazon that I really enjoy. I binged the first few episodes, and now I think it comes out every Friday. It's The Man Who Fell to Earth.
Oh, I've heard about that one.
Yeah, there's a movie from the 70s that it's based on, but it's just interesting. It's a nice change of pace from all the, Marvel,
Invincible is another great show on Amazon too.
Oh, Invincible?
Yeah, Invincible was surprisingly very good.
I haven't heard anything about it.
Oh, dude, it's good fucking storytelling, and it's goddamn brutal.
Like, what's the premise?
It's an animated show. Really great voice cast. The premise is, think, the Kryptonians, think like that. Those kind of people. They're basically gods.
Yeah.
One of them is here on Earth. His name is Omni-Man, and he's just the shit. He's great, and he seems pious and pure and all these other good things. They have their version of the Justice League or whatever the hell they're called, like the Defenders of the Globe or something like that. And I'm not gonna spoil it, but shit gets pretty real really quick, and things start to get progressively. It's never super dark and brooding, but it's always how would this world really be if there were superheroes like this and they're not all pure? Think like The Boys, but not quite
as satire.
Yeah, not quite as satire. A much more grounded story.
Isn't that what Zack Snyder tried to do?
Yeah. It's a good one, man. And his son is he has just started getting his powers to form. It's something that happens right around when they reach maturity. It's not something that they're they just have their whole life.
Right. Not like in The Incredibles 2 when the baby's just shooting lasers out of its eyes every time
just can't figure out which power to have.
Right. Okay. Well, there you have it. I'm gonna close it there, Monty. So there's some good shows on Amazon. That's good. The Boys is kicking ass. The man who fell to Earth. And what was
Star Wars: The Old Republic CGI trailers? Everybody watch them. They're fucking amazing.
And then if you stay up late enough tonight, you can watch Obi-Wan episode 6 that we're all excited about.
We're all so excited.
Dude, I really hope that it does something.
Yeah.
Listen, and this is the last thing I'll bring up about the Star Wars episode 6 or the Obi-Wan episode 6. It's been lackluster. I'm not excited about the show, and I should have been. I should have been excited about the show. I just hope they at least go out with a bang. At least they're like, all right, well, it was a show, but you know what? At least they ended on this really big, solid note, and hopefully it's not the brown note. So, All right. Well, anybody, if you have any thoughts, comments, whatever, let us know in the comments below. Yeah. Anything else you want to add in there, Monty, before we take off?
Rian Johnson sucks.
Did you see the hashtag I made for you?
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I had it scrolling for a little
Rian
bit.
Johnson. Yeah,
that's for Monty. I actually don't mind The Last Jedi.
That is from me, yes, personally.
I let it scroll for a while, and I figured you didn't see it, so I took it down.
No, I was in fucking hate mode.
Oh man, see, that's why I really enjoy talking Star Wars with you, because like I'm so like middle of the road about it. I'm like, well, whatever.
I fucking
canon
love Star Wars,
schmanin,
right?
and you're like, no, fuck that.
No, fuck that. Standing on the chair, fucking knife handing down, yelling into the screen. Yep, that is me.
All right. Well, everybody, we will be back for Drive-By News this Thursday at 8 p.m. to maybe talk. Well, we'll definitely be talking about what we thought of Obi-Wan and the season finale. And
maybe I'll watch Stranger Things by then.
Yeah, maybe you can binge Stranger Things and watch that first episode of the Boys. Yes. Oh my God, have you watched any of the other Boys?
Oh yeah. Okay.
I
love that show.
Good. Watch that first one. Just watch it. I almost want you to like record yourself just for the first 10 minutes so I can see your actual reaction.
Oh, beautiful. I'm actually,
anyway.
yeah, you know what? I will try to do that actually.
All right, cool. All right, so we'll be back Thursday for that. I got some other things I'm going to be doing on the channel here soon. I'll be obviously bringing back the reviews and all that stuff. Then it never really went away. I just kind of took a little vacation for a little bit, and I think we're going to be doing some live watch parties. I really want to do Pirates of the Caribbean. I've sat on that franchise for a while. Like I've been wanting to do it, and I figure right now is a good time to bring up some good old pirates. So if you guys have any suggestions of what you want to see us do here, let us know in the comments below. Also be sure to subscribe to our channel, give us a little thumbs up thing, because if you don't share, if you don't subscribe, you don't do the thumbs up thing, then I can't get monetized and bring you out content every single day. That's what I do. That's what I want to do. That's my goal. So
every time you don't do it, a dog dies somewhere.
Yeah.
Not exactly related, but it happens.
No, just know that. I just want that thought to be in your head every time you choose not to subscribe.
Every time you choose not to, you bastards.
These guys are playing hardball. All right, everybody, stay trigger happy, my friends. Peace.
Thank you.